YouTube, what it do is your boy Cleve. I know it's been a long time since y'all to see me. It's been like 3 years, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to react to an MTR video. I'm as of recently, I've been really heavy into the um this war between genders, especially me aging and becoming a man of wisdom and more intellect and becoming into the know versus me being young and dumb and not really know what's going on. But I've been watching this man's video for a little bit and subscribe to him. I really rock with what he has a lot. I agree with a lot he has to say. Um, Good personality, man. And I'm gonna give my 2 cents to it. And we're gonna get right into it, yo. We're gonna get right into it.
What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Topios and Reviews, back in here with one more video. Alright, guys, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. Let's get active on this one, but much different video today. I just want to rap with y'all. For a quick moment, I just wanted to go in. Alright, let's bring it up on the screen. Alright. Now, recently I posted on my community chat post. This post got a lot of likes and a whole bunch of comments. I would say,
All right, I'm gonna roll it back because I want to read this before he gets into his spill. Um, but basically, it's saying please don't think being in your 20s makes you automatically more attractive than a 30-year-old. I'm currently shitting on my 20-year-old me, kids and all. Um, Now it's so much that I have to say about this. And I don't want to get to and well, maybe I should get into all the many paths and branches this kind of goes off to, but there's there tends to be like a disconnect when it comes to when women try to like put themselves out there as this like attraction piece, and a lot of the times they put themselves out there to be seen and try to they basically form their own definition of goodness around themselves, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But the problem is when you try to make it seem as if your definition automatically means that men should be buying into your definition of what this what the good is. So basically, first thing I saw is this. 20-year-old her looks to me looks innocent. 30-year her looks like she's just been through some stuff. I don't know if she was already tatted up, um, before in her 20s, and obviously she had the tats, and she has a shorter haircut. Put like this, she's attractive for a man thinking at first level conscious view. You go, yeah, she's attractive. Clearly, she's even dressing. She even has a shirt on that makes you go, oh my god. Versus she looks complete. She has a sweater on in the other picture, covering basically covered everything. She's not showing anything in her 20-year-old version of herself. But in the other picture, it's a sex appeal. Um, it's a sex appeal photograph. So to me, it's not a fair comparison to because I feel like any heterosexual straight man is going to look at this picture and go, yeah, she's bad in that picture because that's she's showing she's trying to give that off. Not saying she gives off all the things that makes a man want a woman. That's neither here nor there. Um, but far as see the problem with older men as we get older, we don't like to deal with certain things like if you come with kids and you come with a lot of baggage and et cetera, et cetera. Because I mean, as we get older, we're not for a lot of drama. It's just work. We trying to grind. We trying to be successful. We want to be stress free, like completely stress free. And it's like we don't have any time. We don't have the time of the day to be dealing with like immaturity and just. It's sometimes not saying that every time having a kid would bring these issues, but I guess it depends on the woman as well. But still, it's like she's basically saying because she has kids and all, it makes her better than her 20-year-old self. And to me, no, it does. It won't make you better than your 20-year-old self. Like I just think from everything that comes with. It's like a car, right? You drive a car, and I know I'm comparing cars to human beings, but it's like the same concept. And you get a car. My car is I got a 2012, whatever. I got a 2012 vehicle. Mine's a 2012, right? And it's now 2021. My car is damn near 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever. The car loses value over time. The older something gets, the less valuable it is. We can paint it up, we can put new parts on it, but at the end of the day, the engine, the heart that beats within that vehicle, it's still alive. It's still wear and tear on this car. This car is not once what it was when it first came off the lot in its earlier days. It's not fresh off the lot. It's not driving smooth. It gives some. It has some hiccups. It has some problems. It has some bumps and bruises. Um, and I think the problem is she's completely focusing on like strictly her look, her physical appearance, and not to say that physical appearance is not important because it very well is, but it's like the Carfax. What comes with the Carfax? What are the mental and emotional issues that I have to deal with that comes with this Carfax? With this 30-year-old looking like this, yeah, it looks good aesthetically, but what's under the hood? What's the problem under the hood? What are the problems under the hood? This car comes with kids. I don't have it. I have an issue with women who have kids, not like a strong issue with women who have kids, but this in this situation, this woman comes with kids. She's not a 30-year-old no kids. This is 30-year-old with kids. So there's gonna be some. There's gonna be something. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna run into the situation and it's gonna be completely like the clouds just open and the sun just shine, a beam of light just beamed on you. You meet her, you're like, oh my god, I found my angel. It's I guarantee you, because there's something to be said about women who have tattoos as well. So that's just a whole nother thing. That's just a whole nother thing. And then she got the tattoos in the spot. Like I'm looking at the picture. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see this, and then I see a tattoo right here. It's like a tattoo right up in there. So clearly she's one who cares about physical appearance and trying to look good. So she wants to attract a certain type of. She wants to portray sexiness. To me, I feel like when a woman goes too hard and tries to portray sexiness, there's a issue there. That's an underlying issue that you just can't see. It's underneath the surface. You can't see it. You cannot see it until you get to know that person, and then it comes out. So hopefully, I know I went on my little spill or whatever before the video started, but I just know I wanted to just get that out there. I'll pause and make my little comments here and there, but I just wanted to get that out to kind of just let y'all know what I had to say about it first before I started and let the video continue to go. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
This post got a lot of likes and a whole bunch of comments. I would say much more comments than what I usually get. 3.5 thousand comments, which is so crazy. Which is so crazy. By the way, shout out to the growth on the channel. Guys, keep on continuing to share, like, do all those amazing things that you have been doing, which has been growing the community. Wholeheartedly appreciate you. All right. Anyway, so let's go in. So listen, the young lady posted something, I believe it was on her Instagram, where she put up photos of herself comparing her 20-year-old self to her 30-year-old self. All right. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on what I think is going on here and the truths within it. All right. So she writes, please don't think being in your 20s automatically makes you more attractive than a 30-year-old. Now, guys, when I first read this, I thought to myself, yeah, generally for dudes, right? Like, that's the first thing. 20-year-old me, you know what? I should have brought up 20-year-old me. You guys be like, 20-year-old me, no facial hair me. You understand me? It looking prepubescent. Guys, listen, I'm 35 years old right now. And I see comments on the channel that ask me questions like, yo, how you look like you stay so young? A lot of it's genetics. Like, I'm not even going to try to sell you no bullshit ass product about anti-aging or whatever it is that you see all up on these spaces. A lot of it's genetics. My dad looks young for his age, and my mom looks young for her age as well. A lot of it is. When I was 20 years old, I probably looked 13, 14. Okay, but you're not here for me. Let's get back into the post now. From a woman's perspective, this is still true, but more often than not, less likely. Okay? Because when I hear the word attractive, I think of the full kit and caboodle, right? Like,
I had to go ahead and pause because he it's I'm trying to see if I can. I need to get distracted and be grab some of this. I'm trying to basically see where he's going with his thought process before he gets there. Generally, when you're comparing 20-year-old self to 30-year-old self, a lot of us were fit. A lot of us were fit, or we wasn't fit. We had high metabolism where we just was in good shape. A lot of us nearing our 30s start to let ourselves go and let life start beating our ass. So we just basically just whatever. I got work. I got this. I got that. I got 1,000 things going on. I got time to be, stay in the shape. Blah blah blah. So ideally, her statement is wrong because she says that 20-year-old, automatically makes you more attractive. Yeah, 20-year-old does make you more attractive than 30-year-old because of the fact that you just physically or aesthetically more attractive in your 20s with no work or hardly any work versus you're in your 30s, and if you don't stay in shape and you let yourself go, you're going to pick up weight. 'Cause by the time you hit like the 25, 26 like range, your metabolism starts tanking super hard and you start picking up weight like this. If you're not active in the gym, if you're not running, if you're not watching what you eat, you pick up weight really fast. And that can catch up that can catch you really quickly if you're not careful. So there's a flaw in her statement. Not trying to nitpick, but there's a flaw in her statement though.
like I think of the full package of you as a woman. I'm not just thinking about your face. And I don't think that she was thinking about that either because of what she then says later in the post and what she actually shows in the post. But let's continue on, okay? She then follows up to say, I am currently shitting on 20-year-old me. Now, when I first hear shitting, okay, like you got to try to quantify this shit because there's a large portion of YouTube that doesn't like to quantify anything. All right, we're not gonna get into that, but they don't like to quantify anything about anything. Okay, so when you say shitting, right? Like take it to sports for a quick second. What score does a team have to have at the end of the game to be shitting on a person or on the other team? I would say it's about double, right? Basketball, 50 to 100 in 2K. You just shat. You just shat on the opponent. You understand what I'm saying? That is shitting, okay? It's different than like blowing some from winning to a blowout to shitting, like shitting, like so grabbing your ankles and shitting on top of someone else. I would say that's about double. So to take that line of logic and bring it to shitting, so that means 20-year-old you was, let's say you were average at best. Let's say that you were A5. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. And let's say
All right, so I got to make a comment. Again, you know me. This is what this is for. So I'm not gonna keep saying I'm gonna make a comment. But I just want to jump in. Um, I wouldn't say that she was a five. I tend to view women differently. Um, I am a little bit harsh in my critique when it comes to makeup because I'm not a huge fan of women who wear makeup. Because for me, I don't know about else, but women don't tend to, depending on how much makeup they have on, women tend to not look like who they exactly look like. And I've always been like an advocate for natural look, natural hair, natural, wearing your natural face because I know what I'm getting versus you're always made up, you always look enhancedly attractive, but then once it comes off, you look nothing like what you looked like before. And that bothers me. So I wouldn't say that she's a five. I know he's not really saying she's a five. He's just basically using the Kevin Samuels little, Kevin Samuels video reference. But I would I would give her see because then about it, what sucks is I can't really, as a man, really rate her fully because I don't see what she fully looks like when she's 20. I get an idea of what she looks like when she's 30, and I clearly be like on the 30 side, she's like a good, without with taking, if I just say face, face is about even. Well, now if I view the body, I would say okay, her body, of course, is better than what she was in her 20. But we don't even see what her body looks like when she was 20. So it's kind of not a fair comparison. I wish you would have posted more of a body picture in the first one instead of showing a face because it is not a fair comparison. It's almost like she's just taking her body and saying her comparing her body to just her face on the left, and that doesn't make sense to me. But um, yeah, I wouldn't give her a 5. She'd definitely get somewhere around like at least a 7. On the left, she'd get like a 7. Now the thing about it, if I just went off face, I don't really know on the right because if you take the makeup off, it's like well, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like she has heavy makeup on, but it's like what do I really give her because the only thing I can really focus on what she's showing is her body. So it's not really a fair comparison at all. So
At 30 to be shitting on you are double. Let's give us some wiggle room in there. So let's say that you anywhere from a 9 to the almighty 10. Okay? If you put it there, is it really shitting? That's the first thing that I wanted to call out. The second thing that I wanted to call out is what she then follows up with is she says kids and all. Okay. So now you're putting kids into it, which makes me believe that this is just not about your personal level of attraction, but it's the full, what I say earlier, kitten caboodle. Fine. So let's look at the full kitten caboodle. Okay. From a visual perspective, and guys, I think I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like as if I was on the Tinders or the Bumbles and I was swiping left and right. These are the things that I would be thinking through if I saw the photos
absolutely
on my app. First of all, from a visual perspective, she did some things here, all right, to give you more information later on. If you look at the 20-year-old photo of herself, I'm looking at somebody who has a fantastic smile. She looks bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She looked like she's ready to conquer the world in an ultra feminine way. She has her shirt up to her neck, which is a rarity. Which is a rarity.
Rare as hell.
Nowadays, look at that. She's got some style right down in there. Look at that. I don't know what the hell that thing is, but she's got some style. You know what I'm saying? Looks like she has permed her hair out, but it looks healthy. It's growing. The look in her eyes just lets me know that she's ready for the world, and probably more likely than not, she appreciates men. She has a good circle. She has a good family, a good social group. If you look around the car in itself, you could tell it's like a Honda or, I don't know. Something mid-level range.
She's driving
Camry,
a Nissan, man.
something like that.
That's a Nissan.
All right. She looks pleasant. She looks whole. She looks modest. I think that's a fantastic word
Modest.
to use here. I'm also going to take the assumption that if I was to see this picture on Tinder or Bumble,
I would swipe
she
right.
does not have any chitlins.
Yeah, I would swipe.
No
I would swipe right
chitlins.
though.
Okay. These are the things that I'm picking up. Now, if you go to the picture to the right, okay, where she is shitting on the person on the left, there's some things that I want to talk about. First of all, first thing that you notice is the massive mammary glands.
Massive.
Okay? I only noticed that because why? She's showing them.
Right.
Key indicator.
Key indicator.
Key indicator. She's showing them, not only is she showing them, but she's showing them without a support, without a bra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If I was to see that photo on Tinder of her doing this, red flag, key indicator. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't swipe right,
Yeah, I would still
but it
swipe
does
right.
mean that I would never take you serious. Let's just start off from there. Let me tell
Keeping it
you the
real.
truth
Keeping it
of how it
real.
is. You know what it is? A lot of these profiles should just keep it funky. Because here's what the thing is a lot of young women that get into trouble when they consider what it is that they bring to a table, or what it is that they used to be able to command from a man. And then as they age, their level of commanding begins to significantly reduce as they add on baggage, such as children. And along with this reduction, you don't really understand that you cannot command more because you do not qualify for more anymore. So within that, the qualifications usually don't change, or the requirements rather usually don't change until it's far
Too late.
too late. Here's the next thing that I noticed that jumped up at me. It's the full sleeves. Full sleeves, full tattoos, and full disclosure, guys, for y'all don't know, I have a lot of tattoos. So I like tattoos. And I think that from a woman's perspective, right? Like, let the guys wear all the tribal garb, right? Let us, like, tear our skins up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I will say, from a woman's perspective, if you do it correctly and you do it right, there's not wrong with a little some here, some there, da-da-da. But when I start to see the full sleeves, it does, to a degree, scream a bit of masculine energy. Okay? Let the warriors wear the ink. Okay? Let us do it. But at the same time, to each his own. Live your life however you want to. Just understand what the dudes who you want to qualify for you, what they are particularly looking for. There's a lot of dudes that actually don't care about full sleeve tattoos, but it is a key indicator for me, regardless if I have a full sleeve or half sleeve myself. Stop comparing yourself to men. All right. Here's the next thing that I noticed.
So that's probably going to be one of the biggest like one of the biggest issues for that part of the video is that him talking about women having tattoos versus men having tattoos. Women always, well, I can say always, but there's a lot of women out there, especially nowadays, that feel like they can do whatever a man does, that they're equal to. Um, but it's so hard as a man to like explain to a woman that we're not supposed to operate the same. So I think this concept of equality is a good thing, but when it comes to doing the same things, there's a strong like disconnect. Like, yes, you're equal in terms of like you should be equally respected, but you should not carry yourself as a man carries himself because you're not a man. But due to this toxic feminism that's out there, toxic feminism that's out there, you got women who out there will just sh- will debate you all day long on why they should be able to do what men do and carry themselves the same way with the same mannerisms as a man carries himself, and then at the same time still be viewed as a woman. It's like they want to have the best benefits of both sides, or whatever you want to call it, which we know is not, that doesn't make sense. Either you want to be a man or you want to be a woman. You should carry yourself as such. But we're not here to talk about that. So
Her skin complexion is lighter than the one on the left, which means to me that she is using some type of filter to hide something as well. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, when I link up with her, she probably is going to have more imperfections than what she is showing right now from a visual perspective. All right. Next, she cut her hair off. Usually when women cut their hair off, it's a rebirth from them for themselves. They tie so much to their hair and empowered by what their hair means from a cultural perspective. She's gone through some type of rebirth, more than likely, which then also lets me know, key indicator,
Key indicator.
key indicator, there might be some things within her past that she's trying to atone for or trying to rebirth herself through. All right. Now, I do think that for the short hair thing, is some women that do wear it particularly well, but
I
it is a
agree.
key indicator for me that the cutting off or the shedding either means A, they are now in a corporate environment.
I had an ex who had long hair, and I've had multiple exes who had long hair and cut their hair. One for a different reason than the other, but the one that cut their hair for the reason that wasn't because the hair was just grown incorrectly because of a certain hairstyle they wore. Um, I know why she cut it. Of course, that person. She's been battling with the idea of wanting to cut it, but I think it had something to do with something else. The reason why she cut it. So that's all I'm gonna say on that.
And they think that's the style to go with, even though now in 2020, 2021, it's really not like that anymore. You can be natural all that you want. Shit, I see women where I work at that rock dreads down their back, and they are executives in the company. Or B, you're trying to start over because you damaged your hair. Or C, you had a Britney Spears moment and you said, "Kid," and you cut it all off because you wanted to start over again. What it means to me, to a degree, and I am judging a book by its cover, is that you perhaps don't like consistency as well along with that. So you are quick to shift, you are quick to change because of the season or the mood that you're currently in. All right? Let me conclude right here. All right? Do I think that 30-year-old her is shitting on 20-year-old her? No. What I also want to call out is that you showing off more of your assets for everyone to see does not make you more attractive. The one on the left looks like she's ready to nurture, she's ready to learn, she's ready to give. The one on the right looks like, I'm black, I'm strong, you can't change me, I'm independent, I don't need no man. That's the difference between the two. And I think from a visual perspective, we can't lose sight of the branding. All right, that's why I tell you guys all day. Once you meet a young lady, go up on her Instagram and see what is the branding. How does she want to come off to her followers?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
How is she demonstrating who she is? If I was to go up on Tinder and I see both of these photos, all right, the one on the right, I may swipe right, but it would just be fun for a night. Bars. The one on the left, I would swipe right, and I'd be more interested in the things that she has to say because I would consider her a part of long-term rotation.
All right, and that's why I agree as well. I agree with that same concept. Um, Many times men will go on these dating apps, and I'm probably guilty of it myself. You see a woman like this on the right with all her assets out, and you think, "Oh my gosh, man, she looks so beautiful. She looks so good. She's so sexy, man. I'd love to be in a relationship with her and take her out and make me look good. And I'd show her out, to the boys and people out in public and see this is my girl. Especially if she's like presents herself like that. It makes you feel good because people want what you have, right? But but for some reason, which is factual, a lot of times women who put themselves out there in the internet space like this, what they call it like not classy, they tend to have some type of insecurity somewhere that they're trying to cover up by coming off like I'm sexy because then they get a lot of attention. They don't respond to none of the attention unless it's the attention that they're wanting to get, but they'll get a lot of attention or ignore most of it and only respond to the ones selectively that they want to respond to because we all know that women's hypergamy, they're gonna go for the best options, basically the guy with the best resources and the best status. That's just how it works. Regardless, she's not gonna put herself out there and then attract somebody who's a good guy, like somebody who's just gonna be like um she's gonna attract the good guy, but she's not gonna be attracted to the good guy, is what I'm trying to say. So basically, she's not gonna be looking for the good guy. She's gonna be looking for the bad guy who basically has the status, who's gonna basically do what he says. It's gonna be fun for a couple of times, and then you just keep it moving. Because she is, that's what she's showing. She's showing that this is what she wants to be. And yeah, we're in 2021 now, and for years now it's been, I can present myself like this on the right and still be taken seriously. It doesn't mean anything. But that's incorrect. We from a intelligent point of view, that's incorrect. You can't carry yourself like how you're carrying yourself on the right and then expect to get into a good relationship with somebody, because first of all, you're going to lose the person the same way you got them. So if you're going to show yourself off like that and you're going to be sexy, then what's going to happen? He's going to see somebody else that's sexier than you, or flaunting them stuff more than they flaunt yourself, and they're going to go and move on. That's basically how that works. Now on the left, she seems like she has way more substance. So it's like there's more to her. You know, you get to know this person, ask some questions, you try to get them to open up about who they are, versus I see who you are on the right for the most part. Or if I don't know who you are, I'm making assumptions of who you are just by how you present yourself. Presentation and self and what do you call it? Um those first impressions are everything, and you have to present yourself in a way where you want to be taken serious. That is not it. That is something you do when you've gotten into a committed relationship. Y'all guys have grown, y'all gotten closer, and now y'all want to be, more into. That's how that works. But if you're already doing it from the beginning, what keeps a man from thinking that's what you're about as soon as they start talking to you? It's not, oh my goodness, look at her assets, I want to see if she's a good person. No, it's, I want to see what's good with what she got. It's so easy. It's not hard, but it's just like I don't understand why women are so naive to it. And then maybe it's because I'm a man, and then it's like I think I know I do know the answer to that, because clearly we're logical, and that's how we think. It's our thinking process. But hey, man, I'm gonna let this video wrap up. Man, I appreciate y'all coming through, checking out the video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. I'm gonna try to upload a video every day this year. That's gonna be my goal, if I can remember. I'll be busy, so if anything, work, try to upload a video. I'll make this my job, upload a video, man, every day. But just to finish it out.
That has been your video. That has been your reaction video.
All right, yo. So shout out to MTR, man. I'll put the link to the video. I'll put a link to his channel. He has some good stuff in my description, and y'all check him out. Y'all subscribe to him, and I'll catch y'all guys on the next video. Peace.